Good Monday morning, Facebook world. Yes, it is Monday. We're all back at work, or some of us are working from home. I'm Heather Fry with the Clermont County Chamber of Commerce. And today we are going to be featuring one of our sustaining sponsor spotlight. Our company is Park National Bank. And with us this morning is a dear friend, colleague. She's just a general, all around wonderful person with a huge heart, Miss Cindy Wright Sellers. Good morning.
Good morning, Heather. Thank you for having me this morning.
Oh, no problem. Now, with Park National Bank, we're talking to the Assistant VP. And Miss Cindy, it looks like you are working from home. Is that correct?
It is correct. You know, it's really, these times have really changed things up. And I'm so thankful to work for a company that puts the health and safety of its employees and customers at first. You know, that's the most important thing. So I am working from home.
Yes, you're very fortunate that Park National Bank not only puts their employees ahead of everyone else, but also their banking clients. And we're going to talk about that in just a moment. But Miss Cindy, you can attest to this. There have been some challenging times for businesses right now. And at the Chamber, you know, we've had a flex year to meet the changing needs of our business community, our Chamber members, and our volunteers. And let's talk about first some of the changes that have been implemented as Park National Bank is also advocating for their clients. What have you changed there at Park National Bank during the COVID? And more recently, we should say the number spike in Ohio have been going up. So what changes have you implemented that really are protecting not only the employees, but your customers?
Yeah, you know, we've had to pivot. That's my word for 2020 is pivot.
Yes.
Very important. We, you know, this COVID has, you know, we've had surges and, you know, the ups and downs. And recently with this increased amount of contagion, the virus out there just going crazy, we decided to pull back. We had opened up the lobbies of two of our offices to make it a little easier for our customers to come in. But just in the last 2 weeks, again, with the governor's recommendations, following CDC orders, we have gone back to lobby only and appointment. So you can come in and meet with a park banker, but we ask you to make an appointment to do that. So
let's stress that. They haven't shut down. You still can conduct business. No. Day-to-day operations have not changed. You're just asking politely that if you need to have a face-to-face, you have to make an appointment, or look what we're doing right now. So we're trying to be good stewards of the governor's recommendations as well. We were going to do this interview at the bank in the lobby, but you know what? It's probably safer right now that we have a Zoom call, kind of like we're doing now. And that's exactly what you're asking your clients, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, keeping everybody safe, but still, you know, relationships are what drives Park National Bank. And that's what's most important to us. So keeping our customers safe. But if we do want to meet face to face, we have all the protections in place. You know, the face mask issues and making sure we have guards up, those plexiglass guards. Very important, social distancing. So you can still meet with your park banker, whether it's on a WebEx or in person. We just ask that you make an appointment.
Well, let's speak about the small businesses right now and the larger businesses that bank with Park. You know, Park National Bank is a huge advocate for all businesses here in Clermont County. But what kind of services are you offering to help some of the small businesses during this challenging time? You know, there's a lot of advice that some of these small businesses need. So let us know some of the opportunities these small businesses are able to participate with Park Bank, especially kind of the SBA's Paycheck Protection Program and some other opportunities. Explain more about what you're doing to help the small businesses.
Well, you know, Heather, that's a great point. And the Paycheck Protection Program back in late March, early April through May, that raised so many questions. It was a moving target, lots of questions, no answers, and the clients were very confused. But we as park bankers had our cell phones on, all of our clients and people that were prospects who had been abandoned by maybe the larger banks because of volume. We had our cell phones on, we got texts late at night, phone calls, lots of questions, and we were there to serve them. I mean, it was really important to us to be available, especially during those uncertain times. other things that we're doing, which we had in place, but are more important now, we've got our business online banking. We have our app, which many of our customers use on their phones. That's how we all stay connected these days. We also have Park Direct, which is a way that you can connect by text directly with a park banker. You pick the banker you want. Maybe you kayak and they kayak, and you've got something in common. You pick that particular banker and can have a chat text with them through the business day. So it's just, again, back to relationships. That's what's most important to us. How do we take care of our clients?
That is very, very important, the relationships that you have built with small businesses. And I want to go back to that SBA's Paycheck Protection Program that you spoke about. I've heard a lot of businesses that struggled through the whole process because it started on, let's just say, the 1st. By the 5th, there were new guidelines. By the 7th, they changed it. Yeah. And then by the 15th, hey, guess what? We're going to add this. We're going to take away. The process was very new. The guidelines were shifting, and it was important to have someone you could trust to connect to the help you needed. So Park National Bank was there. So as you guys received all of these changes, how were you in contact with the small businesses? How were you letting them know of the changes? Does it all go back to the relationships you have?
I think that's a big part of it. We stayed in touch by cell phone, by email. We would put out broadcasts on our webpage. I mean, it was all about being available and providing the information we had. We were like them in many ways. It was day by day, just waiting for guidance. So it was just so important to stay in touch. And to your point, we've made those relationships. They knew they could call us. They knew they could depend upon us. And I want to say,
go ahead.
I was going to say, we had all hands on board. I mean, everybody was helping our small business and larger business customers with PPP. Everybody.
Well, and I want to go back to what you said. Your cell phones were on all night, texting, conversation, because I do know a couple businesses that were in contact with Park National Bank, and it was late at night. And that goes back to what we were hearing. Here at the Chamber, we help many small businesses, whether they have an employee, 2 employees, all the way up to 1,800 employees. But yes, some of the things we were hearing was that they were leaving messages to banks and they never heard back from them. Wow.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. When you needed the contact the most, I'm sure many of them felt abandoned. I heard those stories too. And it just made me sad. But that's what differentiates us. We're invested, involved in the community, and we're invested and involved with our customers. We care.
Yes, you do. Park does care. And Park has had an affiliation with the Clermont County Chamber of Commerce for years. And sometimes when things aren't going well, you don't realize how important it is to bank with a person, to have that relationship. When things are challenging in different times right now, you realize that relationship with your bank, how important it is. And Park National Bank is everywhere. You have a zillion locations all throughout Clermont County. As you said, you and your colleagues, you answer phone calls from ding to dong. Just because you're working from home doesn't mean that you're lacking on the service that you provide your clients. And actually, if there are customers out there banking at other banks and they just have questions, or you know what, they're watching this saying, wow, I called my banker and they didn't call me back for 3 days. So what kind of advice would you give them right now?
I think that what I would tell them is kind of look at that the same way you would look at talking to your doctor. I mean, if your doctor didn't call you back after 3 days, what would you do? You would probably change doctors. So think about that. And you have a voice. You need to be heard as a small business customer. Any customer needs to be heard. And you are the most important person right then and there to us. We want to take care of you.
Goes back to Park Cares. And Cindy, what's a good number if anybody wants to call and ask questions about Park National Bank, the services you're provided? You know what? Maybe somebody's listening now and they still don't understand that the PPP protection program, and they have questions. What number can they call?
Well, I'm going to give them my number because if I don't have all the answers, I'll find someone who does. So let me give them 513-718-6046. That's my direct line. And I would be happy to speak with them and get them to the right people, the right places, and get
I'm writing that down. Say it again. 513
718
718
6046.
6046. We're going to say that again. 513-718-6046. That's the number to Cindy Wright Sellers, who is an assistant VP at Park National Bank. If you have any questions about any of the government programs out there that you've participated in, maybe you're reporting, you have questions on reporting, just give her a call. If she cannot help you, she will definitely find the right person at Park National Bank that can help you. Now, Cindy, we're going to talk about some exciting opportunities that you yourself are going to possibly have coming up soon. So you are a potential new board member here at the Chamber of Commerce. So you potentially could be sitting on our board as early as January, which means you will be my boss. I'd like to talk about a raise right now. And I've got some figures in mind. So I'm going to call that number as soon as we hang up so you and I can have that one-on-one. But
sure,
no, Park National Bank has been a great partner and a collaborator here at the Chamber. And we are excited to hopefully have you as our newest board member here at the Chamber. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and some of your history in Clermont County, and tell us a little bit about your family so everyone out there in Facebook world, on the World Wide Web, can know a little bit more about Cindy?
Oh, well, you're very sweet, Heather. You know, my first connections with the Chamber were in 1984. Way back when I worked on a membership campaign, and that's how I got connected and have stayed connected ever since. I'm a Clermont County girl, born and raised in Clermont County. I'm married to David. I raised my two sons in Clermont County, Corey and Christian, and Corey works in Clermont County. I'm very proud of what he does. He's the father of my grandchildren, Maddie and Alex, and then I have 4 furry pets. So we have a heart for animals here at our home too. So just really grateful for a life well lived, and the opportunity to be a Chamber member on the board is just fantastic. I'm honored, and I hope to have the opportunity to serve.
Absolutely. And why did you want to serve on the Clermont Chamber Board?
Well, the Chamber Board has the opportunity to connect with so many businesses and to offer that kind of park touch, if you will, to make connections, to give, serve on committees, get out the information. That's what's important to me, is how do we make those connections and directly serve the community.
Well, it's a privilege, and I can speak for my coworkers, to have you potentially be on the board coming up. But also, we get to learn more about you and your big heart, your volunteering, you absolutely amaze me every time I'm around you. Your laugh is infectious. You serve on the Women in Leadership Committee. You have helped with a membership campaign that I had a part in back in 2014. Yes. You have always been a big cheerleader for the Chamber. And you know what? We couldn't do what we do without Park National Bank. And that's the God's honest truth. We could not do what we do without you and your coworkers and the leadership at Park National Bank. So for you guys remaining to be a sustaining sponsor for the Clermont County Chamber of Commerce, we say thank you so much to you and the bank, Cindy. We look forward for you coming on board and leadership, great ideas. But I want to go back to our Facebook world because you really are serious about anyone calling you with questions. Even if you're not a Park National Bank client, it's all right. Sure. That number, once again, is 513-718-6046. And any lasting words before we let everyone get back to their wonderful Monday?
Oh, well, thank you again, Heather, for this opportunity. And it is the season of Thanksgiving. I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday, as different as it may look It is 2020, and I'm grateful for you and for the Chamber and for Park National Bank. Thank you very much.
That was very kind, Cindy. Well, I'm glad you took a few moments out of your time to talk to the Clermont County Chamber of Commerce to let us know a little bit about you, but also some of the services and some of the ways with COVID that the bank has, as you say, pivoted and been able to help the small businesses. So once again, we want to thank our sustaining sponsor, Park National Bank, for being a part of this interview this morning. I'm Heather Fry with the Clermont County Chamber of Commerce. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. Don't forget it is Thanksgiving, and wake up every day. Just one thankful thought will change your attitude. Thanks, Cindy. Have a wonderful week, and I'm sure I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.